So before we start working on the project, let's check to see if the file works first. So click on the run, so go ahead and run the application. Okay, this video is brought to you by Yerba Mate. Don't be fooled. Get the blue for you. It's for you today. Come to life. Yerba Mate. Excellent. Okay, going back to our application thing. Switching in between two of these guys, all right? So what the screen looks like right now, this one's grayed out. We can edit this one, right? And then we tap the screen, we can edit this one, right? And so on and so forth, right? So right now, let's say if I put send, and then over here I put dudes, right? If I hide the keyboard, press go, right? I can go back to this other one, right? So this we're in activity 1, we go to activity 2. While we're in activity 2, we can still see that these are faded out in the background and doing whatever. We have an override on the back button, so we can just switch back and forth inside the application window, right? So that's what it is. So the override function that allows us to override this back button, right, is within the main activity under the override of on back to press. So if we look at my notes, he said you can override the behavior of the back button on back press button method above, and the method above, all right, is over here, right? Boom, right? That's good for, instead of going all the way back like on our phone, like we click back all the way, it goes like to something like this, right? Boom, right? We override it within our own application, so that way it would do that, right? Our information here is still saved, right? Let's say if I go ahead and close this, clear all, boom. What happens if I start it up? Boom. Look at that. It's still there. That's pretty neat. And that's pretty neat. So it works. Excellent. So I was reading through my notes on his lectures, and I found that week 2 Tuesday was pretty useful. Week 2 Thursday was pretty useful. All of them are pretty neat. I recommend looking at all of them because not only are they notes that are useful, I wrote them, so it would mean a lot to me. Okay, so it works. So we can now move on to looking at what we should do in regards to where we go from here, looking at app info, looking at the main activity, looking at the XML, the Java, and how we should go about solving this homework too. All right.